Well, we just continue to do some things that aren't very good in the back end. It's just the bottom line. And it's the word I only think of is just kind of stupid. It's just stupid mistakes, and but we're making them, and so it's just the way it is now. If we can, working really hard to fix that, and so that's what they did. They took advantage of it, as they should.
Seamer, you mentioned the 85 and the 82 yard and 77-yard, three big pass plays. If you can limit those, coach, I mean, with that, I mean, obviously it helps, but if you can limit that, do you feel like you could stay in the ball game a little bit longer, give your offense a chance to put the pressure back on them, like you had talked about?
Yeah, well, we played on defense. We played 80 plays, and other than like 5 plays, those guys played tremendous. They played tremendously hard. The game plan was good. I mean, I thought we really did a nice job of stopping the run, uh, and did a nice job for the most part of stopping the quarterback, except for one time. And so one time we didn't do our job, and then the other 3 big plays, and then a play on the goal line where we gave up a touchdown because we weren't doing what we were supposed to be doing. Those are the plays that resulted in them having their points like that.
Yeah, offensively, I think you only had a little over 300 yards total, but probably your least this season, maybe aside from Texas Tech, but obviously D1. What were you seeing that they were doing to take away some of the things you like to do on offense?
Well, I think obviously they were. It's not. It really wasn't anything. It was more of a kind of the way the score was. I think the way they were playing defensively, um, with the way the score went, was beneficial to them, because they were able to really work really hard to stop our passing game. We had a pretty good running game, and we probably could have run the ball, more effectively. But when you get behind like that, it's hard. They put you in a situation where you feel like you have to throw it to catch up and get out of what you really wanted to do, which to be able to run it and throw it, or throw it and run it, however you want to do it. But I just it kind of took us out of that opportunity to mix it up.
Yeah, the three interceptions again. I know, like you said though, they kind of dictated to you what you needed to do. Was those three interceptions kind of a forced issue on Brady's part, trying to make a play that he can correct or not?
No, I think it was great plays on their part. I mean, the first one was a super play, by their player. I mean, just really, it's almost hard to believe because it was just an acrobatic play, very athletic, guys, very talented, made a great play on the ball. It was a little bit underthrown, a little bit behind them, but I mean, still, even for that player to make the play, it proved that maybe he should be a receiver and not a DB, But it was a really nice play, and the fade that we threw on the goal line, it was a great play by that player, down there to make that play, and we should make the play, but it was just a great play by him.
Would you say in those two things, is it do you need your some of the guys to step up and make a play when it matters most? Can you kind of talk to them about that and say, hey, when we need a play, we got to make it? Is there something that can happen that can turn that thing around this season?
Well, definitely. I mean, that's why they're here. I mean, they're here to make plays, and just as they are, and championships are won because of players making plays. It's really that simple. I mean, players have to make plays, and championship teams have players that make plays. You see it in the NFL. You see it in college football. I mean, that's your talent base, and those guys have to make plays. And if they don't, then then you're not going to be successful. And so, but at the same time, when you force them into some situations that aren't quite really fair, to making those plays, it's kind of hard. But their guys made plays and we didn't.
Hey, shifting focus now to this week, Nicholls State, they snapped the conference losing streak, and they got their first Southland Conference win, went in over 14 games. So easy to shift focus and make sure that you don't go into 0-2 hole. The Nicholls State team that seems to be improved, I would say.
Oh, definitely improved. I mean, they got after Northwestern. I mean, I was like at the third into the third quarter, they only had 2 first downs. So defensively, they're doing a tremendous job. I mean, they're very aggressive, very physical, um, you know, very talented, play hard. Which it's not unusual for Nicholls teams to be like that. I mean, I've never gone against Nicholls where they haven't been aggressive and played hard. I mean, that's the way that they do, and so uh, very big challenge for us. Homecoming and very big challenge coming off of two losses, and it's going to be a tough for us, but we're going to get out there and play, and excited that it's homecoming and great to be home, and so. There's not going to be anybody we're going to play that's going to line up and say, hey, here, win. Everybody's working to get better. And so as time goes by, Southeastern's gotten better and Nicholls has gotten better. We got to get better.
You mentioned that Nicholls playing an aggressive style of defense. Can you we see some little slip screens from you guys, but as a screen game, could that be more involved this week to kind of slow down an aggressive defense like that?
Oh, we always have the screen, in our game. I mean, it's very effective play that we like to use, whether it be the middle screen or the tailback screen. I mean, we like to use it, but I think more the aggressive nature. What I'm talking about is just their players play hard and they play very aggressive, meaning they play defense and get to the football. And, they play hard and they're around. They're active, and so it's we got to compete with that.
Seems like we've kind of come in here and talked about the defensive backs over the last few weeks after games. You mentioned in there those big plays that they keep making mistakes. Is there anything you can do as a coach or your defensive coaches to? And you're already playing true freshman, so you don't really have anything to put another guy in there. Is there any other changes that you can make to try to get them from making those errors? Being this far
Just
into the season.
yeah, just keep working. I mean, that's all you can do is just keep working and keep figuring out how you can get them to understand, and get them to where they're. Coach Hofer, a lot of times he used a terminology this summer that I really like. There's a lot of ways to say it, but clear mind, fast legs, and so we got to clear their mind, and sometimes that's hard to do because you've told them a lot. And so now you want them to forget everything you told them and only do this. I mean, and so, it's kind of difficult to do where we're at in the season right now. I mean, typically those things should have been done a long time ago, but you don't know where you're at with those guys until you play a game. And you think you might be there, but you're not. And so, and that's just the way, the way it goes. And so, we know where we're at right now. We know that they are probably confused. That would be the word you would have to use, and we got to get to where they're unconfused, and once we can do that, then they'll have confidence. And so, I mean, that's tell you in the secondary, offensive line, quarterback, if they're confused, it shows. And so you got to really make sure that you get it to where it's not confusing, especially when you're playing with young guys. And you just got to do a better job.
Does that mean would you simplify? Can you simplify things on defense even more? Is it kind of?
Well, I mean, you can simplify as much as you can simplify, but you have to be able to do whatever they're putting up there, and so offensive coaches are intelligent, and they're gonna try to make it confusing, and then at the same time they're gonna present you with things that they know that could give you problems with the way you're lined up, and so therefore it can't be simple, right? And so what might be simple, to us or to the coach isn't simple to the young man because it's difficult because it's a moving parts, and when moving parts happen and you get into the game and it's the game time problem, with pressure that's being put on, the band's playing, the other team is really excited, and it's game time, and now all of a sudden, I really got to do this, and so sometimes as you progress to growing up from young to old, sometimes you got to go through those, parts to get to that, part. And, as coaches, we'd like to get there a lot quicker, but it just doesn't happen that way. And these guys are talented, and so they'll get to where they're good football players and look back and be like, golly, I can't believe I ever made that mistake. You know, we've all been there, but right now it's not a lot of fun.